everybody, this is Lindsay from windingrowcrochet.com, and today I am going to show you how to make this beautiful alpine stitch blanket border. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of future videos. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. So here I have a solid color sample of the alpine stitch border. It's a very pretty border. It is a 4-row repeat border, and as long as you're comfortable doing a front post double crochet, it shouldn't be that challenging. Before you start your blanket, the first thing you're going to want to do is make a single crochet border around the blanket. And while you're doing this, you want to make sure you have an odd number of stitches on each side of your blanket. If you've never done a single crochet border around your project, I will link a video for that in the description box. Now, if you work your border and you have an even number of stitches on one side, just go back to that section and work a decrease. It's not going to be extremely obvious, and it's a really easy way of fixing your stitch count. Let's go ahead and get started, and what we're going to be doing for these first 2 rows is really working like 2 more foundation rows. So take your yarn and going into any chain 2 corner, we're just going to yarn over and pull it through that corner. We will yarn over again and then chain 1, which makes a slip stitch, and then chain 2 more. That is our turning chain, which we will not count as a stitch. So now we're just going to double crochet into that chain 2 corner, and then we're going to double crochet into each stitch across. So a very easy double crochet border is all we are really doing right now. So just double crochet until you reach your next chain 2 corner. When you reach the chain 2 corner, we are going to double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet back into that chain 2 corner. This is going to be making our corners, and actually we're going to use this same technique for every corner when we're working a double crochet row. So now working down the next side, we are just going to repeat the process. Double crochet into each stitch across, and when you get to your corners, you will double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the corners. Repeat this until you reach your very first corner. When you get to the first corner, you're going to finish that corner by working a double crochet into the chain 2 space. You're going to chain 2, and then slip stitch to the very first double crochet. So now we're ready to move on to row 2, and in row 2 we are going to again keep starting in that chain 2 corner so that our seam is always in the corner. To do that, we are going to chain 2 and then single crochet into the chain 2 corner, working over the chain that we just made. So that just kind of moves our stitch back 1. And then from there, we are going to do a simple single crochet border around. So we are going to work a single crochet into each stitch along this side. So this is kind of our second row of a foundation row before we start working the actual texture. Again, when you get to the corner, just like we did with double crochets, we are going to single crochet, we will chain 2, and then single crochet again into that chain 2 corner. Now you just repeat the process, single crochet in each stitch across, work the corners the same as we just did with a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet into the corners, and continue until you reach the end of the row. So I made it all the way to the end of the row, and again we'll finish this corner by making a single crochet. We will chain 2 and then slip stitch to the very first single crochet. But to make this easier to see what I'm doing in the next few rows, I am going to go ahead and change my color here. So that finishes up row 2. So for row 3, I want you to chain 3 and then work a double crochet into the chain 2 corner over top of the chain you had just made. Now we will double crochet into the next stitch. Next is we're going to do a front post double crochet, but you'll do it around your turning chain and your first double crochet of row 1. So we're skipping the row that we would normally work into and going into the row underneath it. You want to make sure when working that front post double crochet that you pull it really high up to keep it very loose. So now we're going to double crochet into the next stitch, and then again we will work a front post double crochet into the double crochet of row 1. So yarn over, pull up that loop so it's flush with the top of your other double crochets, and then complete your double crochet. That's going to make sure that our border doesn't roll. So make sure we're skipping a stitch because we worked it in the stitch below, and then work your double crochet. You will continue alternating double crochets and front post double crochets until you reach your chain 2 corner. If you look at the back of the work, it's going to look like we skipped a stitch every other stitch. So when we reach the corner, we're going to work our last front post double crochet, and then we'll have 1 stitch left where we'll work our double crochet. So that finishes up that repeat. Then in our corner, we are going to double crochet, chain 2, and then double crochet. So there will be, from the chain 2 corner, there will be 2 double crochets between your corner and your first front post double crochet. So now I've made another double crochet, and I'm working my front post double crochet. I'm going to do the same repeat. We're going to double crochet, and then work a front post double crochet. Repeat that all the way to the corner. Work your corner, work 1 double crochet, and then continue repeating all the way around. When we reach our first corner, we will double crochet into the corner. We will chain 2 and slip stitch to the first double crochet. Make sure you're going into the first double crochet and not your turning chain. And that completes row 3. So moving right along to row 4. This is an easy row. So every other row from now on will always be a single crochet row. So we're going to chain 2, work a single crochet into the chain 2 corner, and then work a single crochet into every stitch along the row. Make sure you're not working it into that chain 3, but you're working it into the actual stitches. So work a single crochet in every stitch along the row until we reach our next corner. When you get to your corner, just like row 2, we are going to single crochet, chain 2, and then single crochet in our corner. And then you just repeat that process all the way around. Once you reach the end of this row, we will single crochet into the chain 2 corner, we will chain 2, and then we'll slip stitch to the first single crochet. Now again, I'm doing stripes, so you're always going to change your color for stripes after you work a row of single crochet. So row 5 is going to be similar to row 3 with just a very slight difference. You're going to chain 3 and work a double crochet into the chain 2 corner. Now instead of working 1 double crochet, we are going to work 2 double crochet before we start working our front post double crochet. So 1 and 2, so 1 in the corner and then 2 into stitches. Now we're going to start working our front post double crochet, and we'll be working them into the double crochets in between all of the front posts. So you'll work into this double crochet here, pull up to make sure it's nice and loose, finish your double crochet, work a double crochet stitch into the next stitch, do a front post double crochet into that double crochet that is in between the front post double crochets of round 3. make sure you keep that front post double crochet very loose, complete your stitch, and then work a double crochet into the next stitch. And just repeat this until you only have 2 stitches before you reach your chain 2 corner. You should end on a front post double crochet. So when we reach the end of the row and work our last front post double crochet, we will have 2 stitches left. You're going to work a double crochet into each of those stitches. So 1 double crochet and our second double crochet. Then into our chain 2 corner, we are going to double crochet. We will chain 2 and then double crochet. So just so you understand the difference between this and row 3, if you look at row 3, there are 2 double crochet between the chain 2 corner and our first front post double crochet. And in row 5, we have 3 double crochet between the chain 2 corner and our first front post double crochet. So to repeat that, we've already worked the corner. We're going to work 2 more double crochet. And then we'll start working our front post double crochet and just alternate front post double crochet and double crochet until there's only 2 stitches left. And then you'll just repeat how we worked the corner. So you work 2 double crochets and then work our corner. So you'll do that all the way around. So I've reached the last of row 5. I've already worked 1 double crochet at the end. Here's my second double crochet at the end. I just finish up my corner with a double crochet into the corner. Again, there's 3 double crochets between the chain 2 corner and our front post double crochet, same as it is on the other side. We will chain 2 and slip stitch to the first double crochet. So after row 5, we will work another row of single crochet just like we did in row 2 and row 4. So I'm not going to go ahead and show you that. Instead, let's just go through a quick review of the rows that we worked for this pattern. So for this pattern, we started with our single crochet border that helped us get our stitch count right. Then for row 1, we did a row of double crochet all the way around. For row 2, we did single crochet all the way around, working the chain 2s into the corners. For row 3, you work the double crochet, chain 2 double crochet into the corner, and then you work 1 double crochet before you start alternating the front post double crochet with the regular double crochet. So there are going to be 2 double crochet between the chain 2 corner and your first front post double crochet. Then we single crocheted all the way around, just a repeat of row 2. And then row 5, very similar to row 3, except for there is a 3 double crochet buffer between that chain 2 corner and your first front post double crochet. If you want the written pattern for this, that is found on my blog and I will link that below. But once you get the hang of it, it's not very hard to follow. It's just that idea you're trying to move yourself over. So I really hope you enjoyed this pattern. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 more rows because I think it will look nice, and I will show you what that will look like. So I am chaining my 3 again. I'm using gray this time. I'm going to go into the corner with a double crochet. Again, like row 3, we're going to work 1 double crochet into that first stitch to kind of push us over. We're going to work a front post double crochet around the turning chain and our first double crochet of row 5. Make sure your front post double crochets are nice and loose. Work a double crochet into the next stitch. Work a front post double crochet into the stitch below the next stitch. And then we'll repeat that all the way around. Double crochet, front post double crochet, double crochet, front post double crochet, and then work your corners. So this is what it all looks like after I finished up my border. I think this is enough for me. This is about a 2-inch border, but of course you can make this border as big as you would like. It would definitely look very pretty with even more rows. So this border looks great in stripes, but you can also work it in a solid color and it's very pretty. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial and thank you so much for watching.